everybody. Welcome back to Steel Toes to Stilettos. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I just have to take this time just to let everyone know that in this first episode back, that it's all about permission and not pressure. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, I got to give a shout out to my boy Watts back there, my engineer, the producer of it all. Without him, none of this would be possible for me. So, shout out to Watts. Happy New Year. Looking good back there. So, y'all, we just going to get right into it. You feel me? So, it's January. It's the new year. And this is a time where everybody feels like they should have it all together. And like I said, this episode is for y'all. It's for you guys. This is not a demand. This is a guide. It's a guide for you guys to take this and move forward throughout the rest of the year. So I started the new year out with 30 days of rebuild. It's called Pause, Reverse, Drive, right? And one of the things that I really, really like about this campaign, about this movement, is because this is really my life. A lot of things that I do it because I'm actually going through it myself. You know what I mean? It's not always all about, the community and the viewers and the audience. Sometimes I be really going through these things. And that's one of the great things about the I am Cheris Monique, the Rebuild Your Life, because I am doing this thing in real time, just like you guys. So with the Pause, Reverse, Drive movement, it's all about giving you guys grace and not feeling like you have to have it, all together. It's all about moving and rebuilding with intention and not pressure, because every time it's the new year, everybody wants to say, oh, new year, new me, and whoop-de, 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 whoop. And I get it. I get it. It's all about time and the right time. And what not more better than to start off on the right foot when the new year comes in, period, right? But before we even get into the nitty gritty of our lifestyles, our purpose, things that we are trying to heal from, we have to give ourselves grace and pause. Like I said, pause, pause. And pause isn't about quitting. Pause is all about taking an assessment. You know what I mean? It's January. For those of you watching who are, intentional about, improving your lifestyle, getting out there and doing some things that you didn't do last year, checking some things off of the list, I want you to pause for a second and just take an assessment, right? Take an assessment. And pause is not quitting. It's just taking an assessment so you could be honest with yourself, so you could provide some clarity. You can see what things did not work last year. You can see what things might did work. You can shift some things around. You can modify some things. And then from that moment, you can see clear. We run 1,000 miles a minute. Every day we on go. We on go, 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 go. And for some of us who are out there who are really living it, who are really, trying to stay busy, trying to stay productive, we have things to do. Pausing does not feel good for us. When we pause, we feel like we are not doing enough. You know what I mean? We feel like we have to continuously be moving, continuously checking off the boxes, continuously creating and reinventing and just doing something. And that can just really, really, really stretch you thin and wear you the hell out. This period, point blank. That's why I'm here to tell all of my folks we are pausing for 2026. It's pause, reverse, drive. It is the 30 days of rebuild. And this will set you up for the rest of the year. And like I said, pausing isn't about quitting. It's just about taking a moment to find clarity, taking a moment to see what really, really worked. It's an assessment, taking an evaluation over the last 12 months, right? So pausing for me in this last year, I've been at it for, with the I Am Cheris Monique brand, with the Rebuild Your Life brand. We've been at it for a long, long time. And definitely with goals, visions that I really want to, obtain. And I think for a second I was really willing to do anything to obtain those goals. And I realized that I'm ready to burn myself out. I'm ready to burn myself out. I'm ready to stretch myself thin. And I don't want to feel like that. I want to have the energy. I want to be able to keep moving. I want to be able to keep going. That's why I said this pause reverse drive, it's all about me. And I just want to bring you guys along with me because I know you guys can relate. I know you are going through the same thing. For me, it's all about business. It's all about my brand. For you, it might not be about business. It might not be about a brand. It might be about career goals. It might be about family dimensions. It might be about your confidence. It might be about healing. We all have a different desire that we are trying to, meet or satisfy, right? So pause, reverse, drive. So that's what pause is all about. So I need y'all to, if you want to get down, if you want to participate in this pause, reverse, drive, because we are only on what? Still at the beginning, basically. Still at the beginning. So we still got some days to go. So you can get in on it. You can get in on the pause, reverse, drive. And it'd be such a blessing to your life. It'd be such a blessing to, your spirit and to your mindset. Because it's all about mindset. It's all about mindset. And you cannot rebuild what you are not acknowledging. Period. You cannot rebuild what you are not acknowledging. So I'm gonna just leave you there with that and move on to the whole reverse. The reverse portion of the 30 days of rebuild. So reverse is not basically, like I said, pause is not quitting, and reverse is not necessarily dwelling on the past, right? Because when we go in reverse, we have to look at what we did in the past without staying there. And sometimes we have a habit of dwelling on the past and living in the past and taking those emotions into the future with us. And sometimes that does not work out for us. Sometimes that backfires, right? So we have to look at the reverse side, the reverse portion of the 30 days of rebuild as a reflection and not regret. Because if we do not look at the things that we've been through, how are we going to grow? How are we going to learn from? You understand what I'm saying? We are going to continue to repeat the same patterns. And it's just going to be like we are in, a hamster wheel. And we don't want to we don't want to basically hold ourselves accountable. We don't want to, be shameful of what we did in our past. We want to look at it as stepping stones. We want to look at it as growth. So pause, reverse, drive is literally a mindset shift that's going to get you to the next level of where you want to be, of where you are at right now in your life. You understand what I'm saying? So it's been really helpful for me, being able just to sit still, just to pause, take a break, look at what's going on, take inventory, right? Reverse. And then once you start putting those things into perspective, right? You can start to move forward, and you can start to move forward with clarity. You can start to move forward with a clear vision. For me, I have to move some things around, you know what I mean? Because I had bigger, I'm not going to say bigger dreams or bigger goals, but how I wanted to, roll out my 2025, and I can't believe it's 2026 already. Geesh. My 2025 was definitely up and down, up and down, up and down. And the things that I was trying to obtain was giving me trouble. It was giving me trouble, and I didn't like how I felt. It was very, very uncomfortable because I'm passionate about what I'm doing, and I'm passionate about where I want to go. And the road trying to get there, it was rocky. It was it was really, really, really rocky. And I know some of you guys can relate to this. So This is all real life. You know what I mean? This is not fluff. This is not BS. This is literally all real life experiences that we are turning into lessons. And everything that I had went through that was up and down, up and down. Yes, it was exhausting. Yes, it was very uncomfortable. But guys, I must say it all the time. You know, everything that you go, if you stand consistent, if you were putting the work in, if you were doing what you got to do, the ups and downs are going to be a part of the process. It's going to be all about how you handle the ups and downs, how you get through it, right? And you have to have the right mindset. So every time I encounter a challenge or an obstacle, I just looked at it as a learning lesson. You know what I mean? Dealing with people, interacting with people. When things don't, when people don't live up to the expectations, and you on timelines and deadlines, and things just don't turn out the way that you want them to. It is all learning lessons. It's no point in dwelling on the things that you really cannot control. So I look at it as all learning lessons. Everything that happens is a lesson. And if you have that type of mindset, then you are definitely will be able to, navigate and get through, life much easier if you look at everything as more so a lesson and not everything as a pity party or everybody's doing you wrong or victimizing yourself. You know what I mean? Everything can be used to build you up and make you stronger, but it's all about how you look at it. It's all about how you see it, and that's all the mindset, right? So we got pause, reverse, and now we're going to go into drive. Let me see what we got here. Look at my notes because we gotta stay on point, right? So I can always relate all of these practices, all of these experiences back to my personal life, y'all. And like I said, I'm so serious about what I want to do. I'm so serious about what I got going on. It takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of sacrifice and investing in yourself. You have no clue, right? And some of you do have a clue. Some of you do honestly know what it takes to, create the systems that keep the business going. You know what I mean? It's the little stuff. It's the little stuff. And like I said, that stuff gets very exhausting. It gets overwhelming. So for me, I'm excited. I'm excited. And the reason why I am excited is because I'm taking control. I'm taking control of what I have going on, even though it's uncomfortable. The fact that I am in control of it and I'm ahead of it, that makes me feel good. Sometimes we don't know what's ahead of us, and sometimes we just doing it day by day, day by day, day by day. But one of the key words is consistency and alignment. Consistency and alignment. That's all I've been hearing is consistency and alignment. Whatever you have going on, you have to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. And I don't think it's by coincidence that everybody that I run into, that's what they are yelling. That's what they are screaming. You have to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. And I'm like, okay, Cherise, still toast to stilettos. You have to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. To rebuild your life journal and planners, you have to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. And you have to stay resourceful. And when I say resourceful, you got to keep up with what's going on. You know what I mean? And how do you keep up with what's going on? The nuances, the trends. You got to be able to work with people. You got to be able to collab. You got to be able to partner. You got to be a people's person. You got to have a good attitude. That's how we're going to be able to keep up and stay afloat and to stay in the loop with everything that is going on and everything that you need to know for what you have going on. Because you're going to create your own circle. You're going to create your own network. You know what I mean? I have my own lane. I have my own network that works for me. You're going to have your own lane. You're going to have your own network that works for you. And that's what drive is all about. It's all about having clarity. It's all about knowing who to call to get what done. It's about moving with direction and intention. And that's because you did the work. You paused for a second. You paused. You had to pause and take assessment. See what worked, what didn't work. Because if you're serious about what you got going on, you're going to implement the strategy. You're going to put the work in. And then you can reverse and do a little reflection. And then you put that thing in drive, and then we move forward. And we move forward with clarity. We move forward with a vision. And we move forward with being aligned, because some of us, we got a lot going on. We busy, but it's not really, a movement. It's not really impactful. So when we do start moving forward, when we do start driving, we want to make sure we on the right road. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we could just be riding in circles. We out there riding, burning up gas, putting miles on the car, but we're not even going nowhere. So it's very, very important that for all my people, all the viewers out there that are, listening, that are watching, that you give yourself some grace. And it's not all about pressure. Stop pressuring yourself. Do the work. Do the work. And it's okay. Do not compare yourself to what other people are doing, what they got going on. Just focus on yourself and do the work. It is 30 days of rebuild. And also, while you are doing the work, it's okay that we celebrating everything. This period, point blank. You know what I mean? We celebrating all the wins. All the wins matter. That's another thing that I need to point out, that all the wins matter. The small steps matter, because when you are doing the work, it takes a lot of small steps, and those small steps count. Those small steps are going to lead to bigger jumps and leaps. And that's how you build confidence. Like once you get over one step and you accomplish that one thing, and then you go to the next move and you accomplish that, it's going to build up your confidence. And then you're going to know, okay, I got this. I really can do this. But you have to start, guys. You have to start. But I'm going to keep reiterating, this season is all about walking with intention. It's all about giving yourself grace. And we are not moving in pressure. We are not moving under pressure, right? Y'all got it? Y'all listening? So again, I encourage everybody to head over to my website, www.iamcherismonique.com, and subscribe. All you have to do is subscribe, and you could be a part of the 30 Days of Rebuild. And you'll also be a part of any other, information that's out there that I got going on. You'll be a part of all, the email blasts and, things like that. So 30 Days of Rebuild, this is not a one-time thing. This is a cycle. You know what I mean? This is a cycle. This is not a one-time thing. And the pause, reverse drive, the drive hits different when you know where you are going. It hits different when you know which direction you are going in. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to say here? Do y'all understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Like, drive hits different when you know where you are going. A lot of us have dreams, we have goals, but we just don't know the road to take to get to them, right? I'm giving you a guide. It's not a demand. It's just a guide. And rebuilding is layered, and it's personal. So head over to the website, subscribe, and you can be a part of the 30 Days of Rebuild. And I got something else coming out right after that, because I don't want to leave you hanging once January is over, right? So we'll talk about that later on. We'll get to that. But right now, like I said, I just want y'all to head over to the website and, subscribe. And, I felt like the first episode back on Still Toes, Two Stilettos, we had to cover this. We had to go over this so we could get you guys footed, get your feet on the ground, still toes laced up, put on your hard hat, so you can hit 2026 rolling with intention and not pressure. You understand? Period. So, y'all, I do have a guest in the studio with me today, right? It's my girl. And one thing about my girl is I met my girl. I met my girl. I want to see, what year was it? 2000, maybe like 13, 14, and she was young, right? And I met her when we were doing toy drives because we used to do toy drives and things like that every year. And she came to one of the toy drives and she just wanted to help out. But she had a passion and she had a purpose, right? And she told me about her passion and what she wanted to do. And I've been watching her pursue that passion and that purpose ever since. And she has a story behind her passion and her purpose. So every time she calls me, I run. I'm coming because I love people like her. I love working with people like her. She's a girl's girl. She didn't give up. She's been, like I said, ever since I met her, I've been seeing her knock down each goal after each goal after each goal after each goal. So she has definitely inspired me. But today, come on over. Come on over. Come on over. Today, she is here to talk about one of her major babies, one of her passions. And, I felt that no harm, no foul. We had to get her on here so she can tell us about everything that she has going on because we are continuously pausing, reversing, and driving. And that's what, I have seen you do over and over and over again. And while you are doing that, you still continue to, live in your purpose and in your passion. So let's introduce none other than Miss Asia Tillison here with me, guys. She's in the studio. She's been in the studio here waiting because she has some good stuff coming up. So we're going to shift for a second and we're going to talk to Miss Asia and we're going to see what you got going on.
Yes. Thank you so much, Cheris. Okay, for having me in the studio today. This is a wonderful opportunity. Like you guys, today I'm kind of like emotional, but listen, we're gonna get this message out today.
Yes.
So we have our annual event, Pajamas and Visions, coming up. The weekend we typically have it is Martin Luther King weekend. I Have a Dream. Teaching girls, women, and community partners to dream beyond their circumstances, regardless of their situation. That came about because I once was a young girl from East Side of Wilmington that once had the dream, and my dream got me out of my situation, my adversities. So thank you so much for having me on today, just to talk about, me and the event that's coming up.
And let me see. I'm participating in the event, first and
Yes.
foremost. I'll be there again.
Got
And guess
it.
what? I'll be there this year representing Steel Toes to Stilettos. The other years that I participated, I was there just as a speaker. But this year, Steel Toes to Stilettos will be on site, conducting interviews, will be live. So I'm so excited about that. But like I said, every time you call, every time you need me, I'm going to come. So tell us, somebody's calling. Somebody's calling. It's okay.
Ring.
It's all right. It's all right. Wise got it. So tell us, why is this mission, you told us, you let us know that you always had a dream.
Yes.
Your dreams and your goals got you up out of your circumstances. But give us a little bit more about why this mission is important.
Yes, so being from the East Side of Wilmington, my grandmother had to raise me because of my mom adversities and the trauma that was inside our families. So my grandmother raised us on Section 8 and welfare because of my mom addiction and mental health. So personally for me, holding space for girls and women to grow and to dream beyond their circumstances was something that I seen firsthand that was much needed. And plus with the trauma that impacted me because my mom trauma, my grandmother trauma. So I received that trauma because not having a mom in my life, the first person that's supposed to love you, when she was in my life, I encountered neglect. Due to that, my self-esteem, the way I showed up in the world, and it impacted me. But through life, I learned to grow from those circumstances. I learned skills to support me, and I had people to support me to look at things differently. And then sometimes you're not giving a mom, a family to love you, but God will place other people in your life to show up as that. And what he honestly did that for me. And because of that, and support and the love that I received from friends and from community people is the reason why I continue to keep going. And it got really dark for me as a young child that I attempted suicide at the age of 12. I didn't want to be here no longer. So for me, I know the impacts of trauma. Dealing with it, I'm currently now a therapist,
Right,
which
right.
I'm grateful to know that God wanted me still here. And I'm doing the work,
You're doing the work.
even on the hard days.
So, was it your experiences that you went through as a young child that led you into the mental health field and behavior science?
Yes, definitely did. Yeah, and it's so funny because I went in as an education major, and because I was scared for business, I actually had a business mindset. I wanted to have a daycare, and I recall it's so funny. I contacted you early on in my years. It's like I see what you're doing, and I end up, someone told me you could be a social worker and have a daycare.
Yes.
But life went on and I learned more about the social work. And I end up just building my skill set in the social work field, doing different things. And I was like, I'm going to take on the niche mental health and see where it leads me. So that's how on campus at the Delaware State University, I started my first individualized platforms, which I started expand out when I came home from college. So the first initiative I had was Sisterhood Success at Delaware State University. I had my own organization with girls in 2014, 2015. So when you saw me, I possibly was in 2014 when me and you first met. I'm probably working that as an initiative with the girls that I, typically do. And we do volunteer work in the community.
Right. And I was kind of,
Yeah.
and when I met you, I was, let me see, that was 2014. So that was a while ago. And I don't meet a lot of people, you know what I mean, who, and you were young then, you know what I'm saying? That's my point. You were young then, so it was very nice and like refreshing to see you at that young age, you know, this really come into the space where we were and was like, listen, hi, my name is Asia, this is what I do, I want to be a part, I just want to volunteer. And it was just like from that point on, you just stayed consistent.
Yeah.
Like from that point on that I met you, I just seen you keep going and keep going and keep going. And once I seen you, and after that first time we met, and I kept seeing you here and seeing you there, I was like, oh, she's serious. Oh, she's serious. She's really serious. And I just, from that point on, I just was like, okay, well, she going to do what she need to do.
Yeah. And I'm thankful for like just the partnership, the sisterhood, the transparency you gave me to support me. Also in my goals, like you said, I contact you. I be sometimes scared to ask for help because I'm like, she doing her own thing, but I'm always grateful for you giving me platforms and supporting me on my journey.
Oh, you are so welcome.
Yes.
You are so welcome. And I know what it's like. I know what it's like. So when the shoe is on the other foot, I have no problem. You know what I mean? Sometimes I got to tell myself, like, you got to change your own mindset because you're going to keep giving away the milk for free.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to keep giving away the milk for free just because of how passionate you are and how genuine you are. Somebody needs you. Oh, I do it for you. You know what I mean? And, everybody does not have the financial stability to, pay us our worth. Like, that's just the bottom line. They don't have the financial stability. We got degrees, we got certificates. We are really qualified professionals. But in our community, in this marginalized community, sometimes we got to dump it down. But it's really a real live balance between, you know what I mean? I need my coins and I got you.
Yes,
I need my coins
it.
and I got you. This is like period. So with the pajamas and visions, how can people support in the tent?
Yes, so currently we have registration still open until Sunday. So if you could come and participate for free for girls and women, tickets are still available. We're still accepting donations. I have a financial backing to support if you need a tax write-off. So please connect with us. So the event is January 18th, but you could donate items to give away to the girls and also monetary situation too.
So this year the theme is a little bit different.
Yes. And I had to. It was on my heart. Digital confidence, vision, and healing. In the world of AI, social media, everything is fast paced. Our Black girls, colored girls are suffering. Bedrotten research is coming out. regarding to this, and they sometimes only see or participate in a negative ways
Yeah.
in things of social media,
Yep.
AI,
Yep.
and it's like you could get paid in positive ways. And this woman like you that's showing up, you're not losing your morals. You're doing the right thing, and you're standing on business and purpose. And I want girls and women and community partners to see that it is light to the world we're able to live and light to what the kids want to do, but they just have to see it. So when I put them in their face and expose them to different people that's doing the right thing, now they know they're able to do it too. So you will be there. We have Blue Tulip Artistry. That's a musician. She's an artist. She'll be there. She has a music and mood situation going on there. We have Bria Shots. She will be there. She does creative production for girls and women. So she's going to be in the building.
It's gonna be lit.
Yes, we having a good time. So it's so many people that's doing the right things that's going to show the girls that are able to do it too. And then me, I will be also doing a vision board portion with organization called Moves. So Moves is like a tech company. They have an app that's coming out. He's going to actually showing the girls how to do a vision board virtually.
Oh, wow.
So we really have some dope people in the building this year.
I'm gonna learn some stuff too.
Yes, you are. And you got to stay for the whole thing.
last year, my dog ran away. He got out the house, and it was snowing last year, and my dog got out the house, and I was like, I gotta go. My dog is outside. I gotta go find him. My dog always run away, but that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. But this sounds so exciting.
Yes.
So run us the date again.
Yes, it's January the 18th. It's
That's a Sunday.
Yes, it's a Sunday. So the times will be 12 to 4 p.m. However, doors will open at 11:30. And where we at is Ezon Mount Carmel United Methodist Church, right in Eastside, where I'm from, where I was born.
Okay.
And I have it there every year, so girls from Eastside and nearby communities can walk, and they don't have to worry about transportation.
Okay, so Sunday, January the 19th, from 12 to 4, it's the Pajamas and Visions event. Is there an age requirement?
So, as long as they're older, age 6, they're able to come, but hopefully they come with a parent or mentor or mother or grandmother. And listen, it's all ages. So we have young as 6-year-olds might be there, then old as and wise as 60, 70-year-olds grandmas. My grandma come every year with her sister. They in a 7+ club, and they have a good time.
Yep.
So come out.
And they have to register, right?
Yes.
They have to register. And how do they register?
So online, I have an Eventbrite. So you contact me. You could contact, I do have a number you could connect with, 599-8897. That's the number. And then my email is info@ultimatedestiny.org.
Period. Y'all got it? Good. Get your daughters, your goddaughters, your nieces, your little sisters, your neighbors. Get them to Pajamas and Visions. This is definitely a space where they need to be, because it's a space where I need to be. So I'm excited about it. I'll be there, Steel Toes to Stilettos. We'll be in the building doing live interviews. Thank you for always inviting me. Thank you for showing up today.
Yes.
You know, it's always a good time when we link up. We are now coming to the end of the first episode of Steel Toes to Stilettos of 2026. Oh my gosh. What does 2026 have in store for Steel Toes to Stilettos? Listen, I'm excited. Like, I'm excited. I have no clue what's going to happen in 2026 for Steel Toes to Stilettos, but I got big prayers. And I got big faith. You feel me? So y'all gonna watch it happen with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are going to watch it unfold with me. You feel me? So I want to thank the listeners for tuning in. I want to remind y'all again to go over to the website so you can partake in the 30 days of rebuild, pause, reverse, drive. It's all about intention and not pressure. Drive is different when you know where you're going. You feel me? And get ready. Get ready for 2026. We got more stories, more real stories with more real people. It's all about tragedy to triumph, lacing up your boots, put on that hard hat. You feel me? All right. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Cheris Monique. Asia's over there. And we out.